Acts causing slight harm is actually mentioned as such under Section 95 of the Indian Penal Code and has been carried forward as Section 33 in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. This essentially says that if an act is causing a slight harm, then it is not an offence. This defense in tort law is also based on the maxim de minimis non curat lex, which means that the law does not deal with small things. Acts causing slight harm can be like a minor physical contact, a trivial inconvenience, or minor property damage. To apply this principle of slight harm, certain requirements must be met, such as the harm must be very negligible, and the legal process must be more cumbersome and disproportionate as compared to the harm suffered, and the harm was caused by an act that was not done due to negligence or malice. But there are also some other points that need to be considered before deciding if the harm is trivial. Since there is no standard definition or a list of slight harms, the decision and the interpretation will be very subjective and will depend on the circumstances, the context, and the people involved in the incident. If the harm, even if it is slight, was caused with bad intentions or with malice, then this defense may not apply. And if there is a sequence or a series of slight harms, they may add up to become a significant harm. In Bhim Singh versus State of Jammu and Kashmir case, the MLA was wrongfully arrested and prevented from attending one session of the State Assembly. While the harm may have been very slight, the court ruled that since the fundamental right to personal liberty had been violated, the slight harm defense is not valid and the state was liable to pay compensation to the plaintiff. This is a good example of how subjectivity is applied to decide whether a harm is slight or not. In the Vashisht Narayan Kumar versus State of Bihar case, there was a discrepancy in the date of birth mentioned in the plaintiff's application form, due to which he was being disqualified. The court ruled that this was a negligible harm because it did not affect the candidate's selection in any way. So the candidate should not be disqualified.